Good morning. How's everybody doing? This is Tuesday, July 29th, 2025. Stephen with you again, Bama GA Outdoors. Well, y'all, today I got a lot of work to do, and I figured I'd just bring y'all along with me to see what I do on my off days when I'm really not off, because I got a lot to do around here. So y'all just hang in there and ride with me, see what we get into today. First thing we gotta do is I gotta go out here and I gotta get grass, not grass, but I gotta get on the tractor because we had some rain last night, and today is gonna be one of the few days that I can get this other field plowed up where we used to have our garden. That garden out there on the field, while we were on vacation, between the squirrels and the heat, we didn't get a harvest. So this morning what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get on the tractor and I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna cut the ground for this new field. Well, for the one we used to grow stuff on. And as y'all can see, I got a big old hill of wood chips down there. I've had tree cutting companies come and dump their wood chips here on the property so I can use them to amend the soil and everything, and use that in my dirt. So that's what I'm gonna do this morning. I'm gonna be plowing up back over there again, and let me go ahead and get a little red started up and we'll get rolling. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna run around here and feed the chickens real quick. Get them fed up, and then we can get started on cutting that ground. I've been waiting on it to rain so I can cut that ground over there, till it up. It hadn't been tilled in a while. So, all right, let's jump down. Look at these boys and girls. Check them out. How y'all this morning? They all doing good, y'all. We lost one of our barred rock roosters, and I think they may have jumped on him and killed him. But other than that, the chicken's been doing good. I'm gonna get them fed up real quick. I'm just gonna scatter a little bit in there, and I'll come back and fill it up later because the heat is coming. Good morning, good morning. Yes, ma'am. What you talking about? I'll come back and put some in the feeder later. They always run when I do it like this. They'll come back and eat all this in a minute. The only one that don't run is the red one. My only golden comet I got left. Alright. There y'all go. That'll do y'all for now. I'll go over here and put this thing in this cooler till I come back and fill that up. I gotta come back here and cut me up some hickory. I ain't got no stumps busted down. I need to come bust it up. We're gonna slide out here to this other side. This is the area that we planted when we first moved here, but we've got some erosion issues out here. When I did the first garden, you'll see this first spot. You see how that does? And it drops and the rain just washes that. So I'm not gonna plow all the way back over to here. And then down here where you see these cross ties, also you'll see this big erosion spot down here too. And what happens is with this particular spot, it is pretty bad. I'm gonna have to fill that in, but what happens is, I don't know if y'all can tell, but up through my neighbor's backyard there's a valley in between. So when the rain comes all the way from, water comes all the way from up there, and it just comes down through their yard and across and through mine like a river. So it's a pretty bad spot. I had put them cross ties there years ago. I got them from my neighbor before he passed, and I thought that would help with the slowing the water down. It did at first, but the water just went over the top, so it didn't even matter. So I'm not gonna cut on this whole ground out here. I'm not gonna make it as big as we used to, but I know where I wanna cut. So y'all just hang in there with me, and I'm gonna get this done. right, y'all. There it is. So what I did was the first time I just went over it back and forth to break it up. And then I just went in the same direction this last time because to my back up here is sloped. And as the rainwater washes down, I don't want it to wash it out as fast. So when you start with that tiller, it leaves little healed up areas. And that's why I started it from this end to have the healed up dirt so that it won't wash it away as easy. But this dirt still looks so good out here. I don't know if the camera can do it justice, but I'm gonna do this one pass, well, this today, and then what I'm gonna do is tomorrow evening when I get home from work, I'm gonna come out here and I'm gonna put some wood chips in it. Man, that dirt look kind of red on camera, but it is brown. I'm telling you. This dirt out here is phenomenal. I've been giving this place a rest for the last, I don't think I plowed on it in the last 3 years. I was just trying to let my ground, the grass grow back so my yard would be full on this side again. But there it is, tilled up easy. That little bit of rain we had, man, I can't say it really made a whole lot of a difference because this dirt is not like wet at all. I mean, it's perfect. So I'm not planting anything right now. This gonna be the green field for this winter. I'm gonna put the greens out here, and hopefully the deer and the squirrels come next spring won't eat my stuff up as bad out here. But this is the spot we planted when we first had bought this place. And the reason I planted is because right over here, my neighbor, his garden was right here in this little spot, and they quit planting stuff about 3-4 years ago. And when they quit planting is when I quit planting. You see his garden spot, it's all grew in. And what was happening was when we first got this place, all that rain would wash his nutrients from his garden over here, and this is some of the richest dirt. I'm thinking about, I'm gonna take these cross ties out of here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna lay me a bunch of river rock and stuff down this little ravine. Y'all can't really see it good the way it is on camera, but it created a ravine. And I'm just gonna get me a load of river rock in here, and I'm gonna make this like a little nice little runoff area, kind of creeked up, and mitigate the erosion that way. And then on this side over here, I used to plant all my potatoes over on this side, and they grew so good. So if I get everything going the way I want it to go again, that's what I'll do. I'll put some potatoes out here too, because everything grows so well out here. And I'm still gonna use my planter boxes. I'm still using my planter boxes, but I'm gonna be using them for other things. Mainly the stuff I want to grow in ground and stuff like my corn that we still haven't been able to get a harvest on. And not because it's not growing, it's just because the doggone squirrels. But I'm gonna put my corn out here, and like cabbage and stuff like that, and my beans and peas on this out here, because they grow really well out here. But I'm still gonna use my planter boxes for like my tomatoes and my cucumbers and squash and zucchini and stuff, and my onions and stuff. So, but that's number 2 thing off the, well, actually number 3, because I had some emailing to do when I first got up this morning. So that's my 3rd thing that I've got done today so far, and I got to keep it moving. So we'll catch y'all on the next one. All right, so what I'm doing now is I'm gonna take this tractor and this trailer, and I'm gonna go get some wood chips and some cow manure, and spread that out there on the field. So Let's ride over here. Get some Minuti. Shouldn't take a whole lot. I'm just amending that soil over there. If any of y'all out there don't have a ball hitch on the front of your loading bucket on your tractor, man, I tell you, I'm so glad I put one on mine, because I can move these trailers around the property without having to hook my truck up when I need to use a trailer. It just come in real handy. Now I gotta set my tarp up. So let me get down. Drop. Okay. Kick this leg down and let this thing back down. Alright. Let me get my tarp set up. Alright, I got my tarp on now. I'm gonna start loading some. It's not gonna take a lot. Well, y'all, the phone overheated So I don't know what I got on that load part of the video, but I got my load of manure. I got chicken manure and I got wood chips, and I'm about to spread it out here and fertilize and amend the dirt at the same time, which this dirt is already so nice and fertile, like I said. But I'm gonna get started on that. I don't know if my phone gonna overheat again, but we gonna see. We gonna see here. So y'all just hold on. All right, let's see how much we can get spread out before the phone overheat again and shut off. I put 1 scoop of chicken manure in here, and it ain't dry at all. So I know when I come back and plow, I gotta break this stuff up good. But anyway. All right, let's move around a little more. We're gonna slide around down that side. All right, it's a whole nother shot, y'all, whole different view. So trying to keep the phone out of the sun and let y'all see what I'm doing. All at the same time. This chicken manure is still wet. That's all good. It'll dry out and it'll spread real easy when that tiller hit it and break it on down. Just trying to go all organic with my fertilizer. Trying not to use no chemicals, man-made chemical fertilizers. So that's why I'm doing this. Earlier this year, when I planted the other garden, I used what I had left of my chemical fertilizers. I didn't have a lot, but between the house and the church, such small gardens, I had enough to use on both of them. Don't know how much y'all seeing, but chunking it out there. Now I'm gonna slide down a little further. Just going all the way around. Just taking the trailer round and round. So let's see the next spot. All right, we're gonna keep slinging. I may have got more than I needed, but that'll be all right. Any of y'all out there getting ready for your fall garden? I like to prep quite a little ways ahead of time for the garden. Keep the dirt turned. And some people might say that's not good, but it's what I've always done. Just trying to keep it aerated and not clump back up. All that good juicy stuff. Whew. I don't know if y'all can see that. Chunking down at that corner now. I'm gonna let this sit out here on top of it for a few days. Let this chicken manure dry out. And that way when I come back through and till it again, it'll spread out. Have everything spread out pretty good in there. Alright, I gotta move to the next side. Go down here on this end and get that, and then just come back up that side, and that'll be a wrap. Alright, hold on. Alright, y'all. I got it all done. It's done got hot out here, real hot. I don't know what the temperature is, but I'm soaked. But you see, I got it spread out pretty much all over the whole garden. You can see the big clumps of chicken manure out there because my pile is wet. But I got the chips and the manure all spread out. And like I say, I'm gonna let that sit up on top of there for a few days so that chicken manure can dry out. And also that grass that I tilled up, it can die. And then I'm gonna come back through and I'm gonna till it all under again. Probably 2 or 3 more times before I plant on it. So I'm just gonna plant greens out here on this field this year. I don't think I'm gonna plant it in the box because my herb box is doing so good. I'm gonna leave all my herbs in there. But now I gotta go up here and cut the front of the neighborhood. So we'll see y'all in a little while. All right, y'all, I got my, I don't know which chore done today, but I'm like my 5th or 6th one I got that I've done. So I just finished mowing the front of the neighborhood, taking care of the common area, up and down the street and stuff. My disabled neighbor, I mow her yard too, but I'm not gonna mow it today because it hasn't grown a whole lot. It's still pretty striped up and it's dry. So if I mow it right now, it's gonna look really, really bad because it's dry. But that's pretty much that for now. Now I gotta go run to Costco, and then later this evening, I'll be taking down all of the stuff out of the planter boxes and the in-ground garden out on the field. I'm gonna be picking all of the seeds, well, the peas and beans that went to seed, because we were on vacation and I couldn't harvest them. So all we got out there is some seeds now, and I don't know how the watermelons look. They probably don't look great, but I'm gonna go check on them. We'll ride out there in a second when we get back to the house, and we'll see how they doing. Stick with me. So as you can see, all my purple hull peas, they are hard now. Some of them are green. I still see some green ones. I'll see what I can harvest. And but for the most part, like all my corn and everything is gone. I'm gonna come pick the peas and that I can get for seeds, and I'm gonna get them. See, little watermelons, they not really doing anything. Something came and busted my cantaloupe open and ate it. Dang. But as much as we needed that vacation, man, we lost a lot of stuff. So all this grass and weeds are grown up. I got some peppers though. I can get a few peppers. I'm gonna try some of these watermelons. So this evening I'll be back out here to harvest what I can and to plow all this other stuff under. So I can just let this grow back, because I'm gonna go back to growing out there. And then also, what I have to do is all of these planter boxes. Like in the beginning, we were harvesting a lot of zucchini and squash, and the cucumbers came in late while we was on vacation, and they didn't do a whole lot. Now it's just a bunch of dead, overripened ones. Squash plants have gone. Tomato plant still got some. I got some peppers in there on that pepper plant. These tomatoes, between my little dog and the squirrels, these tomatoes don't last long. I got some little cherry tomatoes I'm gonna pick, but my Cherokee purples and my black Prince tomatoes, I harvested most of them out. I harvested all the sweet potatoes and the regular potatoes out of here, and I left the little ones, and they already growing back. So, and over here, you can see the mint has completely taken over my herb box, but my herb box looks good. So let me get this more blown off. Then I gotta run to Costco. And I gotta go do some stuff up there. Then I come back, and later this evening, I'll pick y'all back up when I get to tearing these gardens down. All right, later. All right, y'all done made it this far into the day. I've been a busy man all day long. We got some clouds out here now, and I'm glad it's done clouded up and everything. It's later in the evening, and I'm out here, and I'm gonna try to salvage what I can from these peas and these beans. And if I can get a little harvest, I'm gonna get a little harvest. But what I'm gonna try to do is just get most of my dry beans and have them for seeds for next year. So let me get started. Hopefully I don't get stung. It's a lot of wasps and bees in it. So let me get started. We got some thunder rumbling in the background. Back over that way. And may come a little sprinkle or two. I don't know. But boy, it's a lot of wasps out here. I mean, a lot of them. Way more than I really want to be dealing with. Man, I done grabbed a mismatched pair of gloves. Hold on. I gotta get me a better pair of gloves. Since I do have some green peas on here and stuff that are still trying to grow, I may not cut them down. It may not cut the garden down just yet. I may just see if I can get a harvest. Because if they gonna keep growing, I'm gonna let them grow. But man, there's some wasps flying around out here, boy. I really don't want to be fooling with them. Hey, all on this bush, this mug staring at me. Man, I just want to get these dry peas. That buddy over there staring at me. Okay. He came off of there after me. Definitely got some seeds for next year. Man. These wasps will leave me alone, I can get them. Next year, vacation either gonna have to come a little earlier, or we're gonna have to do vacation. I'm gonna have to harvest before vacation. Man, this mug right here, he will not go nowhere. Dang. All right. I really want to clean that first bush off. Man, there's wasps everywhere out here. I might have to come out here when it's cool in the morning. So I don't want to spray on the vines. I got some cans of wasp spray. All right, gone now. But I don't want to spray that on these vines, and these vines still trying to grow. I tell y'all what, I'm gonna go over here and get some peppers. I'll come back and get these. I'll try to get out here early in the morning before I go to work and see if I can harvest some of these while it's cooler in the morning, because it's just too many bees and wasps flying all around these peas and everything, and I ain't got stung this year, and I ain't trying to. So I'll get some more of it. And I got green beans over there on the little green bean bushes. But I'm gonna go over here and try to get some peppers. Yeah, I don't think none of them over here on these peppers. So, and these are spicy bells right here. These have died on the plant, but they got seeds in them, so I'll just keep those seeds to plant them for next year. Couple, 3 little green ones on there. This pepper is about rotten. I'm trying to see if any seeds in it. They don't even have no seeds. And this was this was a giant Marconi. I don't think it's gonna do nothing anymore. It's got one little green pep on it, and we got some rain this morning, but I don't think it was enough to do nothing because this ground is dry already. Well, we got rain last night into this morning. And these are some banana peppers. These sweet bananas. That plant about dead, so I smoke all the peppers I can get. I got some jalapenos. So I got some jalapenos, so the rest of these little plants that ain't doing nothing, they got some little peppers on them. I kind of want to leave them alone, but I do need to get this garden taken care of. Let's go down here and see about these watermelons. Now we do got some watermelons that are still trying to grow. Like we got some of these sugar babies. This one is ready. It's completely ready. I can tell because of that white patch. So I'm gonna take that one in the house. And we got some jubilees, but they just not growing good. These sugar babies right here got holes. This one turning yellow and got holes bored in it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull these and set these off to the side. And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna get them and I'm gonna get the seeds out of them. So I have seeds for next year. But the jubilees, they not doing a whole lot. Some of these, the vines have died on them. Like this one turning yellow on top and it's kind of mushy. So I just get the seeds out of the ones that are not any good. This Jubilee so soft, it's like white all over. It didn't, I thought it was gonna be a real big one. It just didn't do. So at this point, all I'm doing is harvesting for seeds. Whatever did this to my cantaloupe, I sure hate that happened, because that would have been a nice cantaloupe, but I can get plenty of seeds out of it though. Still got a lot of them in it. So all the other little melons down there, they still look like they trying to grow. So I'm gonna leave them. I may just come through here with the bush hog, cut all of this back, and after I get the peas, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Once I get the peas and beans, I'm just gonna hook the bush hog up and just mow all this down, and because I don't think I'm really gonna get a harvest out of these watermelons at all, but we're gonna see what happens and everything. Oh, well, here come a little somebody, y'all. What's up, baby girl? Darling, come let me see you. My baby girl. What's happy?
I have new shoes.
New shoes. TT got them for you.
Plan.
Granny did that. How you doing, baby? How's your day? Good. Don't get them all dirty. They pretty and white right now. But anyway, y'all, that's gonna be it for today. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me, seeing what I do on my off days when I'm really not off. I work all day, even when I'm not at work. And we just gonna holler at y'all on the next one. Y'all have a blessed week. Peace.
Can you wear with that hat on your head? With